Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Friday, January 15th, 2021. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. Right now, you'll notice that the ES is currently trading at the highs here within a narrow developing range. It is now a narrow 6-day range, as you see down here. 44% of ADR at the moment. This narrow range has developed throughout the week after the initial rally that was sparked last week. We had one early pullback to begin the year and then a big strong push higher. Since then, we've been holding at highs within this narrow range. One thing I've mentioned here is that sometimes you need to flush a bit out of that range in order to shake folks out, and then from there we can then proceed and continue higher. Perhaps a shakeout is developing at the moment as price is testing the bottom of the 5-day range. If price can continue to hold 37.70, we may see at the very least a rally back within the boundaries of the range back toward 38.10 or so. Now, a failure to hold 37.60 could be quite bearish. So if we fail to hold 37.60, especially 37.50, that opens up more weakness that could turn this thing into a broader pullback of some degree. Until then, right now, the PEMA trigger zone remains very bullish. Anytime you get into this zone right here and start to reject prior lows, that's an opportunity to see a move materialize to the other side. So again, right now, watching to see how this plays out right inside the PEMA trigger zone. Taking a look here at the NQ, very similar price action. Still trending higher within the PEMA trigger zone, currently below the previous session's low and then snapped back above it, trying to develop a failed new low. Again, that could be an early sign of maybe a push higher the rest of the day. Overall, this market could still see a little bit more downside. 12,820 or 12,800 in general is a very important level over the last few days. If it can't hold that level, maybe we pull back a bit deeper. But as I've mentioned before, the 465 level is very, very important. That 12,465, even if price were to drop as deep as that level, it could still be an opportunity to watch for rejection and return it back up. So right now, everything's still trending up. At the moment, narrow 42% of ADR range for the NQ as it continues to head into the RT8 session. Above 920 could begin to open up the upside for the NQ. All right, let's take a look now at crude oil. Now, crude has been trending very nicely higher. The move to start the year has been tremendous. A return from 47s up to 54. That's a 7-handle rally to begin the year. That is huge. And now we're sitting right at composite VPOC, sitting there at the 5-year composite VPOC. Again, any pullback, even as deep as this $50 level, could still be a buying opportunity for a continuation higher toward 60 and 65. We may not need to get as low as 50. Anything below 52s might be enough to see rejection. 52s is about right there. And if price were to drop down below 52, that might offer enough of a reversal opportunity to push this thing back up. Right now, we're still kind of range bound at these highs with an upward bias. Above 53.20 will open it up to the upside on an intraday basis. All right, let's take a look lastly at gold futures. You'll see here with gold, it tried to develop or is currently in the process of developing a strong low the previous session. Higher low coming up here. This has been an impulse sell-off from that high to this low. And if this low can continue to hold, that midpoint becomes in play. That's 1889.80. And any bounce into that level would give us a new key range after this impulse sell-off. Right now, we're seeing some absorption off to the right here. We're seeing bulls try to keep this thing bid. The price really needs to stay above 1835. A failure to hold 1835 could lead to another round of weakness where we hunt the previous month's low at that blue line right there. So right now, bulls trying to keep this thing bid here, but really not getting much acceptance above 1860. So we need to see above 1860, above 1865 in order to open it up to the upside. Right now, this market has been very, very heavy, and we may still see more weakness ahead, especially if 1835 is taken out. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the weekend. Happy Friday, everyone. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.